It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps there's... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa.
Whoa! Let's not get it. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large... However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough.
So that's how he was But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increase...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather...
Wow. Kurosawa was... And no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of... if you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money... If you're still curious, what... I see... That reminds me, it seems that, most unfortunate, if he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to...
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years. I've asked him about its origin. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword you're... Oh, but before... Don't worry. I won't charge.
At least we now know. Let's go talk. What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my... It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Sums it up. It turns out that you really...
Strange. I don't really... Why was I purchasing a But I cannot deny that when I brandished this sword, I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot. All I can remember now is my father telling and said to me...
Hey! If you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two were taking on seemingly, but what use are... The Tenryo Commission sees my... In the irony of... I'm incapable...
Yet another... When we get the chip... In any case, we must... Yeah. See, fortunately for us, let's go find the... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed... Paimon heard that he's the... This is his
Nanako, don't those thugs that jump...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep! We've heard all about the mighty... But then we got here...
From the way... Please, accept my apologies. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he once said that his goal was to become And so, even while training us... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, but if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties. Not that we'd have any means of involvement. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both...
So, losing your vision could...
Shh. Just now, when she asked him, it looked like he was in... All the while he kept... One of them was... Sensei wouldn't stop. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person!
How? Are you sure you're Dome? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking up?
Bad news? I'll have you know I don't care to talk.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else. When we were young, we trained under this. I had begun training 5-year practitioners of Meikyo Shisui, but Domon was different. Sensei scolded him and told him that I thought so too. Only then did he was
Sure sounds...
Because until of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed. Later, I heard that after that I wanted nothing. So, I decided to... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Still...
What? Does that mean he's just...
Nanako,
I am sorry. With what powers I have, but spirit and all is certain.
Lady Yai?
The head shrine maid? Correct. I am unable to say...
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now. But
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself...
Do you mean to say that...
No. That's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is like... Given that you've traveled all this way just...
Sure! Who knows? Maybe...
One more opponent. This one will be frozen in time. There's more!
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Freeze! Cheap tricks.
Go as well! Wind, hear me!
To the fairy. This will do! This battle.
What a pleasant surprise. What a pleasant surprise.
Do you think that's late? Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look... it was probably nothing.
Keep away. Keep away from... I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have...
Lady Yai, this is nothing like...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evils. But... yes. This is unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under. He suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally... As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament. It does. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai... Even when...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What if there was once one who claimed to be in... Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and...
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small... It requires one to take their sword. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. much like...
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole way?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that, but that is no...
But what if one day I put everything I had in? If there's a chance...
Have you asked them what they...
Sensei, I can't know whether I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened. So, just as I once played, you are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used to... Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler?
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken her. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious. We can come back to it another... guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh? Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to... I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their... Ayaka, how come...
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the...
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. But I believe that surely you It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place this anyway? What makes it your—
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in—
Oh, Paimon get—
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only—
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe, commands respect. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of— The issue is this. For the vast— After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, because of this, the attitude—
How can they be like—
Nevertheless, in addition—
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda. Of course! We have tried on new— They invariably— It almost Oh?
Have you got a plan?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please.
So,
Well, for example,
you're telling—
don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople. The problem we are facing right now is that
Darn! So that—
Yes. Exactly. I feel this— When you are ready.
The books were more interesting in the past. Delicious tea. The books were more interesting in the past. What delicious tea.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
What kind of tea is this?
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.